So let's start with 21 Savage. What did you think of the American Dream overall? Everything about it.
I think it sounded very mature from him. Like I feel like one thing about 21 Savage is he came in with that 2016 class, that XXL class that just had a bunch of like star-studded talent. You got Uzi, Denzel Curry, G Herbo, even Lil Dicky, who's a big TV movie guy now. Like little people like that, Kodak, Lil
Yeah.
Yachty. Like there were so many people in there, and he's one of those people that rap wise he stayed quality through the years. He's gotten better through the years, I'll say. Like I feel like when he first came in, it was super hard, super dark. I feel like he was one of the ones that was more so like he had the darker trap music. But now I feel like he's really getting into his R&B bag. He had a lot of great samples on here. His feature placement was great to me. Like I feel like the Doja Cat song really showed me that when he came out with something like that. I was like, this is different. Like this doesn't really sound like something he would make like straight out. But that I didn't get to hear the song with Mariah the Scientist. I really want to hear that because I like the one with Summer Walker too. That was real good. But I like this album overall. Like I feel like he was rapping his ass off. Like Red Rum is probably gonna be in my playlist for a while. But I very much so enjoyed this album, and I am gonna be bumping it all year. I think it's gonna be one of the best albums of the year. I know it's early, but I think it's gonna be up there. I think it has a lot of replay value too. So
I think that's fair to say. I think I was actually excited for this album too. This is the first time I was excited for an American rap project in a very long time, if I'm being honest. And I will say the lead up and the rollout for this project was actually like perfect, honestly, because he went back to the UK a little while ago. He was like posting stuff from there. He was the stuff with Central C or whatever. I think it was just like the build up for it. Plus, there was just like ancillary stuff happening. Like, I guess they put his dad. I don't know if you saw clips of his dad on a podcast at one point talking about like, yo, I haven't talked to him or I haven't seen him in XYZ. And even though it wasn't, I guess, directly into the narrative of the album, I think that was interesting too, because it's like, I feel like the UK thing with 21 Savage was such like, it was a point. It was like, bro, who knew this nigga was British? Like that was the whole thing. So I think the marketing around the project was something that I really appreciated in terms of telling a story. And plus the music is really good. I agree with you. A lot of the samples were surprising. And I guess he found his pocket on a lot of these. And the ones that were clearly Drake influenced, I enjoyed them as well. So this is definitely going to be in the rotation for a while, though. I can say that.
I feel like he missed his beat here, like getting some of the UK artists on there. Like I feel like he definitely could have
Yeah.
dabbled with that, got some of those guys on there. I feel like Dave would have sounded real good on some like Red Rum or even Red Sky. I like that song too. I think Dave or Central She would have sounded real good on it. But I think next project, I feel like he'll be able to put more of that on it.
Do you think they just still don't respect it?
Would you
Do
say?
you think they still just don't? I said, do you think they still just don't respect it, like the UK? Because I mean, like at this point, it's like there's so many. Like I agree with you. There's so much potential for like a UK artist on this project, and he was just like, nah. Do you think that's just like not appealing?
Maybe he just doesn't think his audience is gonna gravitate towards that type of artist. Like I don't know, maybe he just hasn't seen which artist would fit well with what he does. But I feel like he was so experimental on this album, he could have just tried some stuff. I feel like if he would have had an Unknown Tier, he would have had a Central C, a Gigs on here, maybe people wouldn't have gravitated towards that song that much. Maybe it was more of like a marketing thing for him, I guess.
Maybe, I don't know. I feel like at this point, there's just been so much of it around, and especially coming off of like working with Drake. Drake's done it already. Drake had like a gigs feature already. He's worked with Central C. You're basically in that little pod, like, and I'm sure they've worked on music. It's like it doesn't really make sense. But the Burna Boy song was good. I really like that one too. I would say my favorite on the project though, the whatever the intro song is. I like the intro song. Let me look up the name. All of Me. I like All of Me a lot.
Hmm.
Um, I don't like the Young Thug song, Pop Your Shit. I don't like it. Yeah, I would say All of Me is my favorite, but definitely going to be in rotation for a while. I'm interested to see what my new favorites will be.